Richard Matheson wrote the story called Trespass in 1953, which comes way before both The Midwich Cuckoos by John Wyndham. It's about a woman gets pregnant by something. Barbara Eden and her husband, George Grizzard, get a little chilly with each other because how on earth can she be pregnant if he's had a vasectomy? Goes along as kind of a regular TV movie story about infidelity, which I think is actually really interesting because it takes that and draws the viewer in to this very ordinary TV movie situation. She starts drinking tons of coffee, really hot coffee. Then she starts salting her food, and this is the image that's stuck with me after all these years. She's eating out of a pot, and it looks like whatever she cooked in it is totally burnt. And the kitchen is just a disaster area because she doesn't give a shit about doing any of the things that a stay-at-home wife would do. Joyce Van Patten is the plain friend. The plain friend is married to Bosley from Charlie's Angels, who just happens to know hypnosis. He hypnotizes Barbara Eden, who doesn't really give much, but she's hiding something. Now, again, this is a normal TV movie. You know she's hiding that she's messing around. This was written by Richard Matheson, so you know something's up. She keeps taking long walks, draws some strange stuff, paints some strange stuff. Another hypnotic session. It seems to me it would be much more efficient to cut that whole middle section out and just have the hypnosis happen once. She reveals that she went out one day and saw this brilliant light. And this being the 70s, it's a UFO she saw. And now we know she's been impregnated by an alien. Of course, the husband doesn't admit to any of this because he's a television husband. It comes out as a strange repose to the anti-abortion movement. If you had this thing in you which was causing you pain when you tried to go get an abortion, you'd want to have it more than ever. But like everything in this movie, if everything happens twice, she tries to get an abortion twice. She gets hypnotized twice. The thing inside of her, which has two hearts, is growing rapidly. Barbara takes a couple of books from her doctor's office about childbearing and delivery as she just sucks up information. It's kind of a nightmare of what liberated women can do. What's this woman doing? She's reading books. Get her out of that satanic library and back into the kitchen where she burns everything. So it has a strange mixture of feminist and anti-feminist attitudes in it. There's not a lot of visual effects, as you can imagine. There's not a lot of blood. There's no blood. There's no spectacular scenes, but it's a good adaptation of what Matheson does, which is he takes something very ordinary and he drops one fantasy horror angle into it. I enjoyed it, seeing it again after all these years, and if you have good memories of The Stranger Within, you might want to give it another look. I think Barbara Eden is very good in it. Everybody's good in it. George Grizzard has been in Twilight Zones all the way up to Law and Orders. And but this is mostly Barbara Eden's show. She's on it, and everyone knew her from I Dream of Jeannie. But she shows she can, I'm not saying she's Meryl Streep, but she could carry an hour and a half movie. And I enjoyed it, seeing it again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon.